Hey chickadees, today we're going to get radical. We're going to be radically accepting everything that's going on in our lives and not overthinking it. So come on in and we'll talk about it. Welcome in, chickadees. So we're going to continue our exploration of the 7 crescent energy reading. I got it right. So that didn't take 3 or 4 years. It only took like a day. But the 7 crescent energy reading. This is day 2 of a 7-card reading. These cards are coming out of the Oracle of the 7 Energies by Colette Baron Reed. Colette, if you're watching, call me. I want to learn everything you know. But if you recall yesterday, the first card in the 7-card reading, this one was about the past. So this is about energy that we have taken on in the past that is still having some residual activity for us in the present moment and how we might clear that energy. So the card that we had yesterday was the Storyteller, card number 17. 17 is an 8, and that is power, authority, and abundance in numerology. And the big lesson we were looking at yesterday is what are the stories that we are telling ourselves? What are the thoughts that we are clinging on to that are not serving us anymore that we need to let go? Because what we tell ourselves is what comes out in our speech about how we feel about ourselves, and that is how other people treat us. So I've had some very, very interesting, I won't say revelations, but I will say insights over the last 24 hours with that card. So it has been really interesting. That card works on me. So let me know in the comments if that card has been working on you as well. So today, card number 2. This is the card that represents the present moment. So this is the dominant energy in our life right now. Yesterday was the energy that had been dominant in the past that is still residual today. Today's is the present moment dominant energy. So this is where we are at today. And it is so interesting after last week's cards that we're really talking about pausing and reflection and reassessment, that today, for today's energy that's dominant in our life right now, it is card number 6. It is what it is. Now, in numerology, 6 means harmony, love, responsibility, and nurturing. It's a card that's kind of about motherhood and about that nurturing compassion, that warm, fuzzy feeling. And the card, it is what it is all about radical acceptance, kind of like a mother's love, only for the things that we have going on in our life right now. So we're looking at engaging our life as it is right now and accepting it for what it is, not trying to make it be something it's not trying to project our ideas and our idealistic notions onto what is happening in our life. I have projected things onto my life and not seen things very clearly, even recently. And it has become very clear in the last few days where I didn't have clarity before. I now have clarity. And we are being asked by this card to take things at their face value, really see what's going on, really see the truth of a situation or the truth of, a relationship or a person, whatever the case may be, a project. Maybe a project's not going as well as you thought it would, or I don't know, not going according to plan, which is pretty much every project I undertake. But maybe that's just the call for you to see it as it actually is and look for what's really going on underneath the surface. Oh, not even underneath the surface, Maybe it's just that you are making a story up about what you're not seeing, and what you're not seeing is actually what's going on. So take it at face value, and that's what I've been invited to do, I'll just say, the last 24 hours in my life. And the other part of this is really about recognition, right? So it's recognizing the resistance and denial that we might have around these things that keep us from accepting it for what it is and seeing it for exactly what it is, whatever the situation may be. And that is where the fun starts. So sometimes when we see a situation for exactly what it is, it's actually better than we thought it was. We've been telling ourselves a narrative that this thing or this situation isn't necessarily good for me. And when we take a really good look at it and we see it for exactly what it is, we realize, oh, you're right, it's not good for me. It's great for me. And sometimes the opposite happens. Sometimes we realize that something that might be going on in our lives or a situation may not be what we thought it was, and when we look at it at face value, it's actually not as good for us as we thought it was. And that is great for us because now we have awareness about what we prefer and what we don't prefer, and that is clarity. And so, with yesterday's card, where we get to celebrate our own divinity and recognize the divinity within each of us, we now get to step into that by seeing things exactly at face value, taking them for what they are, what's being presented to us, acknowledging that, and then we get to decide what we do and don't prefer. Pretty simple. And yet so hard to do. If you're like me and you get a lot of feelings going on and you want to try to understand things, you may have a tendency to move out of your heart center and back up into your head to try to sort things out. And that's where it can get a little complicated. So for me, I am always challenged in these situations to stay in my heart center, accept things for what they are, stay in my heart center and follow my heart. Not get wound up in analysis and analysis paralysis, but stay in my heart center and do what I know is best based on what is presented to me. Not try to second guess it, not try to overanalyze it, not try to get underneath the surface to see what else might be going on. Nah, sometimes it's exactly what you see, and you just get the opportunity to either flow with it because it's in alignment with your flow and your divinity, or move on from it and make a different decision because it's not in alignment with who you are. And that's the beautiful part of it. We get to be sovereign. We get to make the decisions that we think are best for ourselves. We get to follow our path of most excitement. And it all begins with acknowledging that what is going on right in front of our eyes is indeed what's going on. It's kind of that simple. So today, I'm just going to challenge you, and then tomorrow, until we get another video with more instructions from our council, just take things as they're presented. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. Just say, okay, that just happened. Now I have agency and sovereignty. I can make a decision, about how I'm going to act in response to new information in my life. So whatever that is, about a project, maybe it's about a work situation or a colleague, or maybe it's, whatever the case may be. So maybe it's your guides. So for me, I'm going to take the challenge. So take it with me. We'll see what happens, and put it in the comments if you'd like to share. I'd love to hear it. So as always, please hit subscribe if you want to see more of these in your feed every day. And I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day. I love you all, chickadees, and we'll see you next time on Mojo Mysticism. Mwah.